think one of the things that parenting has taught me is that life and tasks in particular are not linear. So I'm a very task oriented person. I have a to do list. When I start something, I want to see it to completion and then I can cross it or check it off my list. But once I became a mom, I realized that I am not, rarely actually, am I able to start something and follow it through to completion totally. I often get interruptions. I need a snack. I need help with this. Oh, the siblings are fighting, or I fell down and I got hurt. So there's constant interruptions, and that could happen in so many areas of life, not just parenting. Maybe at work, an email or an urgent phone call comes in. At school, maybe there's a pop quiz, or an unexpected task comes up in class. The teacher can surprise you with anything. So how do you shift your focus when you're actually a really, one task oriented type of person like me? So some of the tips that really help me is, if at all possible, when you are shifting focus from one task to another, take 1 or 2 minutes and just sort of decompress, if this is possible. So sometimes I spend chunks of my day doing certain tasks, and then I have to shift my focus to do other tasks. Like in the mornings, I may spend some time working, and then I take a few minutes to pause, and then in the afternoon, I shift my focus to parenting. So how do I make that transition in my brain? So if you're able to, like I said, take a few minutes and sort of put to sleep the tasks that you had been working on. Realize that, okay, this is done for the day. Maybe make a few notes about what you need to do next time you're able to come back to that task list. And then start to shift your focus on, okay, what am I about to do? I'm about to be a parent, or I'm about to pick up my kids, or I'm about to go to practice or work, or what have you. So sort of take a minute to put to completion for that moment the first task that you were working on, and then start to focus on the new task that you'll be working on. And don't try to do it all at once. I know that I have been guilty of this so many times where, I want to get something done for work, but I also have kids in the background, and dinner is pressing, and I'm just thinking about everything, and then I just end up feeling frustrated and flustered because no actual task that I have going on in my head can be completed. And since I can't juggle everything all at the same time, I start to feel frustrated, and then I have no focus on anything. Like, I just feel scatterbrained because I'm focusing on everything rather than the task at hand. So that's another thing that you can do, is just focus on the task at hand. Realize that, yes, there will be different times of your day that you focus on different things, and that's fine. But when you are doing something, whether you're at work or in a certain class or with your kids in the moment, take that time to focus on that task, and then realize that when you shift to a new task, that will be the time to think about that particular situation or activity. And then lastly, you don't always have those few minutes to shift from one focus to the next. I understand that, especially in parenthood. Things are coming at you all the time. And as nice as it would be to be able to put to sleep one task and then take a minute to fully focus on the next, it doesn't always happen like that. So what do you do in those, those quick moments? Is I pray. I understand that I prefer to be able to do things to completion, and that's how I like it. But I also want to be adaptable and ready for God to use me in any way that He sees fit. So if those pop-up things come up, then I just pray and say, Jesus, help me be able to focus on this. Lord, I want to do your will and your timing, and I don't want to make an idol of my to-do list or my tasks. So I give this to you, Lord, and I just ask for you to strengthen me and help me with clarity and focus on the task that you give me, Lord. So those are some things that I encourage you to do if you are finding it difficult to shift focus between activities in your life. Again, if you're able to, take some pause and put one task to sleep before you're able to, or before you start focusing on something new. Realize that you can't do everything at once, so don't try to focus on everything on your to-do list. Focus on the task that you are doing, focus on the task at hand, and then in those quick fire situations, pray, because Jesus is walking with you through everything that you do anyway.